If you submit a talk, it should be your talk. ChatGPT is reading the transcript for you.
That's really cool.
We are the hot code path for data fetching for so many apps.
Like a puppy.
I really hope she stops growing at some point.
Hi, I'm Jack Herrington, back with another React Advanced interview with my friend Lenz. How you doing, sir? Good to see you again.
Well, Jack, hi. Thanks for having me.
It's so good to be at another React Advanced with you. It's great to be part of this kind of Git Nation family that we're both a part of, and to go to all these conferences. So what are you speaking on this time?
I'm talking about a testing library that I've created for primarily library authors, but that doesn't only include the people that write a React query or something, but also the people that write a library that's being used over and over again inside of a company, for example, or for just people that write library-like code in an app, like code that's on a hot path that's going to be used in 100 different places, and where you need to make sure that you're getting everything exactly right.
So if I'm creating the component library for a company, that would be a good use of that?
Component libraries would work.
Okay.
The main focus is hooks.
So API library?
Yeah, something like that. But it also works with components.
What got you into writing this? Are you working at a company where you're doing this for a library?
I work on Apollo Client. We are the hot code path for data fetching for so many apps. And we need to make sure that there's not one additional re-render, or what would be even worse if you have a tearing re-render, where you use a hook in 5 components and 3 components render with an old state and 2 components already render with a newer state. So you need to get all of that exactly right, or having a return value that's not perfectly there.
And so you can create a test that simulates that tearing case to see if you have that tearing case?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
The thing is, if you use the normal testing library, it tests for eventual consistency. You declare where you start, and then you declare where you want your app to get. And then it waits for your app to get into that state.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show you you're doing 3 re-renders on the way there, or you're doing 5 re-renders on the way there. And we really needed to a re-render happens, we take a snapshot of everything in the app. We need to make assertions on everything on that. The next render happens, we again need to take assertions on everything that happens there. And then after the test is done, we also need to make sure that no additional renders happen after that.
And I love that you found this as a problem in terms of library development, and then said, well, I don't want to solve it just for Apollo. I'm going to go and build another testing library that helps all of the library authors build out their libraries in a way that they know how renders happen and all that.
It's a problem I didn't face for the first time. I'm also the author of RTK Query, and we have a lot of tests that test that there, but they were all kind of mingled together, kind of working, but not there. And now I just found the way to do it. And I know that a lot of library authors try to test for that, and it's kind of flaky sometimes, and it doesn't work perfectly. So the moment I had something in my hands that felt like a solution for that problem over and over again, I knew that once I have the time for it, I'm going to make a big library out of that everybody can use. And for me, that was I need a reason to do it. So I just sent talks to conferences. And the first conference that took my talk meant the deadline at that point. I have to finish the library and I have to put it out.
Yeah.
And that's what happened last week.
Oh, congratulations. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's some great talks here, but what I'm really looking forward to, and I've been to a couple of these Git Nation shows, panel talks, when you're with a whole bunch of other people, you're getting these great conversations going on. That's really fun. That's a great segue into my next question, which is you're on the program committee for React Advanced as well as other Git Nation talks or conferences.
Yeah, also the TypeScript conference from Git Nation, I was on there too.
Fantastic. So what recommendations would you have for someone who wants to present a talk? Wait, what are you looking for when you see a really good talk proposal?
I kind of look for something that makes me enthusiastic. I want to get one thing out of the way. It's fine if you use AI to like correct some spelling or something. But if you submit a talk, it should be your talk. I'm reading that abstract to find out not only if you had an interesting idea, but also can you go on a stage and deliver?
Yeah, can you execute it?
Do you find the right words? You're not going to go on stage and ChatGPT is reading the transcript for you. You go on stage and you do the talk.
Yeah.
And I think this year we got like 250 submissions, and at least 50 of them were completely ChatGPT written. Like at one point I had 8 in a row that were AI written, and like really, I believe some of those were, someone was just going to ChatGPT and typing, write me an abstract for a conference, like without even specifying the topic, and ChatGPT just spit out a topic and they would do that topic if we accept it. That wastes our time.
Yeah, that's a big waste.
And it's really frustrating. And we have some AI talks here, like talks about AI, and really interesting and amazing talks that I was reading and thought like, I want to see that on stage. I want to see that happening. I want to have that information. Maybe you want to pick the right conference to apply to. Like this is React Advanced. If you give an entry-level talk, it's maybe not the right conference for that. Or if you don't have a talk that does a super deep dive, maybe go to JS Nation or to React Summit or something. Take the right conference and then write an abstract that really brings over what makes you burn for what you want to talk about.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Write the thing that you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's okay if there are like spelling errors or if the grammar is not perfect. Like we're all international. I'm not a native English speaker either. I've seen a lot of abstracts that were not perfect, but like the idea is there, the passion is there, and that's what's actually interesting.
What are you looking forward to at this React Advanced? I mean, you mentioned a couple talks. Are there other things as well?
A hallway track. The one thing you cannot get online, unfortunately, or when rewatching the talks later. I have a few talks I want to go into. Like there's a lot of React Server component stuff, like about security, about dev tooling. That's just like my thing. I want to see that. But at the same time, I want to talk to the people that are here today. And then I fly home and then I watch the talks.
Yeah. And how are you spending any extra time in London?
I will be staying tomorrow to like meet up with a few other speakers, and on Sunday I'm flying back. And I hope that this time without delays.
Yeah, international travel nowadays.
Yeah,
crazy. All right. Well, so one of the questions we've been asking all the folks is, what's making you happy lately? It doesn't have to be anything to do with conferences or anything else or technology. It can be anything.
Well, my wife and I got a puppy like 3 months ago.
Awesome.
And like seeing that little creature grow, and like every morning.
Like a puppy. Like
we got her when she was 11 weeks old.
Wow.
Like now she's 6 months old. And just seeing this little bundle of joy and energy every morning greet you, like it's a new day and life starts again, and it's so amazing.
What kind of dog?
She's a golden doodle.
Oh, okay. So fairly big dog then. Like I'm guessing probably 60 pounds eventually.
Her mom is a mini. We don't know what the grandparents were, so she could turn out like everything. I hope she stops growing at like 12 kilos, because we live on the second floor and I have to carry her down until she's old enough to not hurt her joints by growing.
Yeah.
I have to carry her down every day. So
she's gonna get used to that. She's gonna get huge, and she's like, "Hey,
I really hope she stops growing at some point."
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, dogs are great. We just got a new dog, I guess. Well, he's not new anymore. He's 2 years old, but still fantastic. All right, good seeing you, sir. All right,
thank you for having me.
Happy for having us at React Advanced.